My name is Rhianwen McIntosh and we have 4 children from the ages of 7 to 6 months.
And my name is James McIntosh. The initial awareness of the named person being used is through letters that we received following self-referrals for 2 of our children. That's when we saw the copies of the reports, the NHS reports, would be sent to the respective named person.
On the letter of the referral at the bottom stated clearly that all reports and letters would be forwarded to the named person for our children. We were really surprised when we got the letter because it was our impression that it was only going to be in law from 2016. So we just were kind of wondered why we were getting this already now. It also said at the letter that if we missed any appointments, which we've never done before, then the named person would be notified of that. One of the appointments, it was stated by the health professional that every child now had a named person, and so all reports and letters would be sent to the named person. I initially felt, when I saw this, very belittled as a parent. I know my child better than anyone else. I love my child better than anyone else. And so for the government to tell me that I needed someone who knew better about my child to see to their well-being, that was really quite belittling to me as a parent. At present, we don't know who the named person is for any of our children. We have just been loosely told that it will be the health visitor if they're under 5, a school teacher, head teacher if they're over that age, but we have never been told who that specific person is. We feel that they have imposed this named person upon us. Nowhere on any letter that we received have we ever been given an option to opt out of having a named person.
My concern is that for many, many years, decades, the NHS has operated on the principle of consent, informed consent, and this seems to be cutting right across that. You have this whether you like it or not. We have not given our consent to reports to be shared with our named person, whoever that named person may be. The whole fundamental principle of consent seems to have been done away with, swept underneath the carpet. We're concerned as parents that as parents our role is being undermined, that there is an implicit lack of trust that we are the best people to bring our children up. It seems to be operating on a principle of suspicion, that you're almost guilty before you're proven innocent, which again seems to go against the way that we, as we understand it, the law in the UK, the law in Scotland works. This legislation is being brought in under the umbrella of the well-being of the children, and the term well-being seems to be a catch-all term and can be interpreted in any which way you wish, and there's no legislation or policy in place to delineate just what that means. So therefore, if you have a named person who disagrees with anything that the parents think or say that the child reports back, then the named person has the authority to go against that. It does seem to be a little bit Big Brother, and it seems to, our concern is that it could be the beginning of a real slippery slope where a lot more is undermined, and that if families, if couples, if parents disagree with what the state decides is right, where does that leave us?